me something good. We're back at it again. We spread positivity, we spread good vibes, we spread love. I wanted to talk about something today. And I wanted to talk about, how do you connect with your higher self? A lot of us live our lives and we don't feel like we're there yet. Inside of us, we have something that's calling for more. At least that's how I always used to be. My life, it's a very interesting one. Each and every one of our lives, it's something very special, something that happens that takes us from where we are and starts developing us. And I had a lot of things, a lot of events, a lot of situations that, occurred in my life that I just had to ask, why? And I had to ask, is it more? Because I always felt like that was. I always felt like there was some more. I always felt like this wasn't enough. And I remember people, having conversations with certain people, and, I remember this one guy in particular, and he asked, what I wanted to do. And I'm like, I'm not sure. And he started talking about, how life was, how we don't really know what we're here for. We don't really know what we want out of life. And a lot of times, we go our whole lives just kind of lost, just trying to pick up from a certain pace, from a certain place. And, he mentioned that, why are we here? Why are we here on planet Earth? Why are we humans, here now? What is our purpose? And I wasn't very too spiritual back then. I just really started my spiritual path about, I would say maybe 6 years ago, 6 or 5 years ago. And it started slowly developing, and it's led me to where I am now. And I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. But it's been helping me connect with my higher self. Little events, little questions, and trying to seek that, has been bringing in more of my spiritual side, more of the higher powers to help me. But I wanted to talk about, how do we get there, In the first place, I would say the first thing is connecting with nature. There's so much beauty around. And I love doing my videos out here because I'm able to be in a very relaxed place, very calm place, soothing place. As there's a lot of trees around and a lot of colors. I hear the birds, I hear different crickets and different animals. I smell different animals. But today there's something going on. You could probably hear in the background drums and trumpets. It's in a school. But other than that, I don't focus on that. I focus on this music around me. I feel very enlightened by it. Nature is a beautiful thing. And a lot of us are disconnected from it. Very disconnected from it. Because we are stuck in a big city where there's only certain trees, a few trees in certain areas. Whether that be a park or just a couple down the street. And so you don't really get to connect with nature there. A lot of us, have been stuck at home due to the pandemic situation. I was out all the time. That didn't stop me. I was not gonna be inside, disconnected from the sun, from nature, from fresh air. But a lot of us stayed inside, and that's another thing that disconnected us. Another main thing is technology. That's the biggest one. I feel like everybody's now over here on their phone. I see little babies on the car seats just with the phone glued to their face. Now, when I was growing up, and I'm not saying I'm old, but when I was growing up, there was none of that. I was outside playing all the time. I remember playing with my little cars, hot rides, and all that stuff on the ground. It was a very nice time. And it taught me to appreciate, the world around me, the beauty around me, around us. So do something today. Go for a hike, go for a jog, but go and connect with nature. Go and see how the leaves have this pattern in them that's kind of, like our pattern with our veins and our body. Go see how, this is really one of us, or we are one of them. We are all nature. And we gotta connect with that again. A second thing I would say is meditation. We have to meditate. It is key. It is key to being able to calm the mind, being able to step away from old habits, old pattern thinking, or thinking patterns, and be able to move more gracefully, be able to see the things that might slow us down, the things that are not part of us, or the things that we don't really want inside of us, and being able to step away, being able to reconnect inside our own nature. And with that, you start to do it repetitively. You start to become more aware, more in sync, more attuned to higher frequencies. And when you do that, low frequency stuff, you're not gonna want it anymore. You're gonna be like allergic to it. Whether it's bad news, bad information, negative information, you're not gonna want it. And with meditation, you'll be able to connect with your own nature and nature outside. Because you see how zen-like it is, how peaceful it is. Just like when you meditate and you connect with your breath. A third thing I would say, it's simple in a way, but it's not, it's discipline. I've had a lot of moments where, I fall off. And that's normal. That's normal in each and every one of our lives. One day we're gonna be up here, then we're gonna go down here. That's just how life works. And, I step away from the things that I know are great for me, like meditation. Or I start to incorporate these habits again, old habits, things that don't help me out in the things that I want, whether it be spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, and I start to waste time. And it doesn't feel right inside of me. But if I'm not disciplined enough, I'm going to be like, no, it's okay. I'll do it for another day. I'll do it for another hour. And the more you start to allow these things to happen, the more it starts to become a habit, and it starts to become your lifestyle. But when you're able to say no to yourself for the little pleasures that you want, such as eating fast food or, playing video games or whatever it is, watching things that you know you shouldn't be watching, doing things you know you shouldn't be doing. When you start to tell yourself no, and you start to tell yourself that you want something better, that you know something better is out there for you, and you start to just connect with that and disconnect from the old things with discipline consistently, everything's gonna start to change. And you'll start leaving this down here and moving up. Baby steps, one step at a time. And guess what this is? It's you connecting with your higher self. That's it. That's all it takes. It takes for you to be very tired of the old things in order to start doing better. You have to get to the point where you just don't want it anymore, where you're just tired. And when you are, listen to that. Because that's not just you, thinking to yourself, oh, I don't want this. That's the higher powers calling you. That's the higher powers asking you to take a step out of your comfort zone. Take a step into a new lane, a new path. And you do that, and I promise you're not going to regret it. It may feel uncomfortable because you don't know. And as I talked about it in my last video, that's fear. Because you don't know what's going to happen. But trust the process. Trust yourself. Trust your instincts. Trust that your prayers are going to be answered. Trust that this new path is and will take you to your higher self. But again, we must connect with nature, we must connect with ourselves, and we must be disciplined in all these areas. That's all I got for you guys today. If you like the content, please like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know if you really like something from this video and if you want me to talk about something else in the future. And just share it. Share this positivity. Share this good vibes. Like I said, tell me something good. Peace. See you guys on the next one.